Welcome back, Fee. Thank you for coming back onto my stream. I'm gonna close my door. I'll be back. Hopefully now with less organizing courts. Yeah, I get really fixated on that because I want everything to be perfect. Honestly, I don't even remember what we're doing. I don't really remember what's going on in the story. I know that, like, I have some idea because I've played both the games, right? But I don't really have that big of an idea of what's going on. Do I need to go over here? Should I feel like I have to do the garden, but I don't want to do the garden right now. Is that going to progress the main story? Not yet. What do I have to do? Actually, you might need to try to go over to the other area. Like the garden? Oh, call it a day? Even though it prevents your progress? Like this? The garden fee? Or do you mean all the way over here? By the abandoned church? All the way over there? Okay. I'll go. By the abandoned church? Good. Thank you. This kind of gives old schoolhouse vibes. The abandoned church. Oh no. It doesn't let me go here, right? So should I just call it a day? Or do I have to do the garden now? I know that a new floor of the garden was unlocked. But I don't want to do the garden right now because that's boring and it's just grinding. Try to go inside the church. Garden isn't required, but you need it for SP, I thought.
It's pretty beat up on the inside.
Oh.
This chapel's been abandoned for over a decade. Don't know why, though.
This is creepy. How the music completely stops. A little bit weird, a little bit creepy. Okay, so should I just call it a day? Because I don't see anything else.
Confirming your schedule.
Heroes, trails, through, daybreak, to walk through. What day is it? It's 3/14. March 14th day. You're missing something, I just have no idea what you're missing. You can use shard search to dig for items like Seepith droplets. You can find the portal, already did that. Fish. Examine Van's truck to receive a request. A quest, I already did that, I think. Let me make sure. How can I see my quests? I have no idea, dude. Notebook, maybe? But I don't know how to open the notebook. You did the quest? Okay. Oh. That was to enter the windswept... Examine the man's truck again to enter the windswept canyon. Alternate? Did we already do that? Yeah, we already did that. Oh, here. You did, okay. We already did all of the story events, because there's no exclamation marks. And then we already explored everything that we can on the island. Yeah, we already explored this area. Did we already complete the quest for Director Lamb? After completing the quest, enter the villa building for an event, but there's no exclamation mark, so I'm assuming we already did this. Mirabelle will now let you know that floor 6 of the Marchand Garden is available. You can also play the basketball minigame. Connections, we already did all the connection events. Already did all the activities. Okay, we're just supposed to call it a day. We haven't been back to the villa, like entering it. Pretty sure we already did. Because there's no exclamation marks. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, I think we just need to call it a day. That's what this is saying. Because the Marchand Garden is the last thing that we need to do with the connection events. Yeah, a little strange. Yeah, because didn't Ouroboros, they were the ones that invited us, the Oathbreaker? I thought he's the one that owns this place. So it's a little bit suspicious. Probably a trap. Oh. Whoa, Shizuna. Wait, we already saw Shizuna. That's Kurogane.
Thanks for the help, Kurogane. Everything work out okay?
Yes. I've already made contact with our main unit. Also, I have a message from the matron.
What a dull-ass hunk of rock. Why in hell's name would he hole up here? Perhaps this is merely a misdirection on his part.
Direwolf.
Kasim!
Even those Dominions tagged along. Didn't think we'd be running into each other again so soon.
This is a
So
big,
you came.
big.
As I anticipated.
I assume you were drawn here because of that intel.
I'm only here because of the risk management AI's assessment. The general manager requested I fly to this island post-haste. I believe the others are here to assess the threat as well.
Sure as hell didn't expect to find you guys here.
The same goes for the vice captain. Who would have thought we'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder on the heels of that dreadful little squabble?
So many big names here. It's kind of spooky, swoopy. Last time all of this many big names gathered was when
I have no quarrel with you at
we
present.
were playing that
There's a
game.
time and a place for grudges.
That's our line, bucko.
Oh, so these are the people they were telling us about. Sounds like everyone has their own reasons for being here.
Yeah.
They're probably after the fragments or the island's owner.
I'm surprised some of them would even dare to show their faces here, though.
Oh, shit! Damn Spriggan and his brats are here! The hell's going on?
The chaos in Longport tapered off much sooner than I predicted.
That was weird how that text box didn't spawn. Buggy. Not good.
I suppose we have the Liu family to thank for that.
Wait, cow! You fucked over the... Or I guess...
You bastard!
Yeah.
Stay your tongue, boy. Neither words nor action can change what's past. Save your breath and spare us your misplaced ire.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
Calm down. Don't let him get to you.
I was gonna say, I don't think
It
that's
looks
how
like the
you...
prominent players have arrived.
Gathering
out-
us all here was
put out the
likely
fire.
part
I
of
think
the
that's how
owner's
you
plan.
fuel the fire. Dick.
Only Adios knows why, though. Unless those two know something we don't.
Which could be
Hell
possible.
no. There ain't a man in all of Zemuria who knows what goes on in that crazy bastard's head.
However, he did say you would likely be here. At least now we can finally settle matters between us.
We'll just see how things play out. Either way, this will make for quite the interesting little vacation.
Ren. Was Ren there? There are a lot of big names, though. There's the church, there's Ouroboros, there's the Jaegers, there's, Marduk, there's us. There's even the prince and the princess. A lot of big names here. Yeah, I also would like to know what the fuck he's doing. Probably some fucked up game. Time for Hangout Part 2. Yeah. Okay. So, let's... We have some new connections. And we can do the cocktail making activity. Let's go make some cocktails. I'm not really a drinker per se, but...
Huh. New activities. They didn't have these earlier in the day.
There are a lot of colorful characters, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I will say that everyone in this game, for the most part, most of the characters that we've met, even Ouroboros, like, they have some sort of moral compass. They won't just start indiscriminately. Well, maybe not everyone, but everyone on this island. Like, I don't expect Direwolf to just start indiscriminately killing people, you know? Or same for the butterfly chick. Shizuna. Shizuna's chaotic, but she's, like, chaotic good. Each character has their own drink associated with them. That's been the case for most enemies in Trails games. Not all of them. There was, what's his name? The blue hair guy. I guess, but to be fair, they weren't really indiscriminately killing, well, the game and Creel Village. But they weren't, like, they had a reason to kill them. Not that that makes it okay, because their morals were definitely a little bit off compass there. But it's not like they just, you know, see you kill, you know, like they had a reason to like prove a point in order to revive themselves and do the big tower shit because they wanted to take over the world. Like bad reasons, not valid for taking people's lives, but it still wasn't like indiscriminate. It was more volatile than like anyone on this island though. There's been a few crazies, but a lot of enforcers I feel have a moral compass, a lot different from our protagonists, but own reason for being there. Yeah, I agree. I also think, like, I agree with what you're saying. A lot of like the so-called antagonists of this game, they aren't like inherently bad, which I like. Like they have their reasons for doing things. I would love to. Anybody's fair game. Peer pressure. Should we do this 7 times? I wish you didn't have to collect the ingredients.
Let's give this a try.
Are they different ingredients for every person you invite?
Let's give this a try.
Watch out for ranged
Have you
attacks.
ever have you heard of the game Clair Obscur? I started playing that game and it's very good. It's very challenging. It's probably the hardest JRPG I think I've ever played because I didn't play Elden Ring or Dark Souls. I have been playing, did play one round of Night Rain and that game was also very hard. But I really like that game. The only thing is that game does not have a map in the top right hand corner all the time, which kind of annoys me. Yeah, game looks fun. It is. It's very good. It's a very unique combat system, which I appreciate. But certain aspects of that game, it's like missing certain quality of life aspects. But I guess that also makes it harder, right? If you don't have a map and shit. A piece of yourself into it.
That's the stuff.
It matches her eye color. Genuinely can't remember if different ingredients or not. That's okay. I can test it out. It's made by super small team, so it makes sense. Clair Obscur was? Made by a super small team? Whoa, they get a stat boost.
Hello there. Thank you.
How positively charming. Sea
Right,
salt.
let's use this.
Yeah, essentially compared to other massive companies. Do you know how many people made the game, worked on the game? Because that's crazy. It's a very, very, very well-made game. It's beautiful.
So that's where it was.
Crimson Glory Vine. I guess you do get different ingredients for each character, which is cool.
Of course.
I like Ren's outfit. It's cute. It's very her, very classy. "30 people. Whoa, that's crazy. That's not a lot of people for a very
Whoo-wee,
well-made game.
that's the stuff.
Which is nothing. That's
My,
true.
that was quite good. A pity that it's non-alcoholic, however.
Well, she's good at everything. Ren is like the definition of a prodigy. Like, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if she could make amazing alcoholic drinks even though she doesn't drink, you know? She's just like insanely smart and gifted at literally everything she does. Dang it, Ren. Well, Ren's pretty elegant. Beast essence? Okay, Shizuna, let's calm down. Okay, let's see what Shizuna defines as normal. So you're giving Van a heart attack. I know, I mean, Fee, and unironically, Ren is probably my favorite character of all time. Even more than Fee? I know you, like, love Ren, but...
So that's where it was.
So it goes what? Like, Ren, Fee, Shizuna? I know you really liked, Ash also. She's so great and has been through so much. It's like so close. I mean, I get it. Ren's a fan favorite for a reason.
This one seems okay.
I understand. I also really like her. I mean, I feel like who doesn't like Ren? I feel like you'd have to be pretty heartless to not like Ren. I don't know. She's been through so much, and like she's been a prominent character in the series since the Sky. You know? They put her back in every single game for a reason. Ash would probably be number 3. So you like Ash more than you like Shizuna? Okay. I like Shizuna more than I like Ash, but I also like Ash. Ash and Aaron are very similar, though. I think. Ash is obviously a bit of a looser cannon than Aaron, I would say. Because of his eye, the thing where he shoots the Emperor, but still very similar. Ash is so funny. Yeah, he's very witty, very smart.
Whoo-wee, that's the stuff.
So, this is a special blend you can't get anywhere else. Well, it sure is good.
I like how that's voice lined. Ash is a fucking nerd. Aaron is missing the nerd part of Ash. Yeah, but Aaron is smart. Ash is smart, but I thought most of Ash is street smart. I mean, maybe he's also book smart. He just doesn't give a fuck. But I feel like Aaron's the same way. Aaron is also very smart. But makes up for it with talent. Is Aaron not that smart? I feel like he is. Who's Zeta? Do I have to do all of these? I probably should. I low-key don't want to do all of these, but I will. Both are incredibly smart, but I wouldn't define Aaron in the nerd category. Okay. That's fair.
So that's where it was.
Ash is in love with books and reading. Oh yeah, I guess because he joined book club. But I thought he just slept in book club.
I believe we can make use of this.
I thought he only joined book club because he had to. Because the principal made him. No, he's fully into it? Okay. I could play Cold Steel.
That was so good.
I technically don't have a full
Oh,
playthrough
it's
of
sweet.
Cold Steel 1,
Hell
2,
yeah.
and 4.
I'll take
on
20
my-
more.
On my channel. Which is crazy because I've played those games multiple times and I've streamed every single time that I played it. I just took the VODs down. He was forced into it, but he loved it and talked about books, HR constantly to everyone but Reen. Okay. I know that him and Emma got along because of book club, but sometimes Tareen. I miss Tareen. Aaron's gonna be like, why can't we use alcohol? Can Aaron drink? He's not old enough. Why is he talking about booze?
So that's where it was.
He's in the next game, Ashes? Oh shit. Isn't he also?
I see me some small
star
fries.
has arrived.
Oh, this must be it.
Crimson Glory Vine. No, Reen's in the next game alongside Altina. What the fuck? I love Altina. I love Reen and I love Altina. You told me that they were in this game series. I just haven't really been thinking about that. I'm excited for the Sky remake. It's supposed to come out this year, right? I'm excited to play it. I gotta get through this game, though. I feel like...
That's the good shit right there.
Woo-wee! That's the stuff.
Surely Van is drunk by now, you know? Aaron is old enough to drink. It comes out next month, the Sky remake. I feel like these games, low-key, at least for how long it takes me, I know that I go through phases when I'm super into this game and phases when I'm really not into this game, so these games can take me a long time to play. But I feel like after every single time that I finish one game, the next game, like, is out or is, like, coming out within, like, the next week. You know? Like, I feel like they pace themselves pretty well, and they're spaced a good distance apart. Like, there's always content, which I appreciate. Oh, Zeta's the princess. Got some insight. That's that royal insight right there. Yeah, they've been like trying to release them yearly, like Japanese titles. Yeah. They've been doing a really good job. Do you know how many people work for Nihon Falcom?
So that's where it was.
This year we got 2 though. When is the 3rd Daybreak getting released? Bitter cinnamon.
I like this one.
"66 people in Nihon Falcom. That's pretty small. Imagine making games like this. That would be so cool.
Woo-wee! That's the stuff.
That's the dream.
This is positively divine. I will most certainly savor the flavor.
How come some of them have voice acting lines, but some of them don't? Like, I don't think Ren had a voice acting line. How romanticized. They work their asses off to make these with that many people. Yeah. Especially yearly. I agree. That's sick. Do you know how many people make the Persona games? Because they release a Persona game like once every 10 years. The games are always bangers, but it takes them a long time to release those games. I think that really helps to put in perspective, though, just how much work and effort goes into games like this, you know? Because these games are comparable to Persona. I like these games just as much, I think. I can't imagine what they could do in a normal release cycle. What would you consider a normal release cycle? Toxins. Okay, Nadia, cool it with the intimidation. Man's intimidated. He doesn't want to fuck with you. Don't worry. Everyone
So
likes
that's
Wild
where
Berry.
it was.
Like 4 years that you see the standard, that's a long time, I think. Especially with how developed technology is nowadays, surely not 4 years. I would think like 2, maybe 3. If you have like a group of people working
let's
40
use
hours
this
a
one.
week, like a full-time job. If you have what, like 100 people working a full-time job, I would expect it like 2 years. Maybe I've just been spoiled. Oh, Nadia's one is funny. Saving the best for last.
Oh, it's both sweet and sour. I like it.
Woo-wee! That's the stuff.
Tangy aftertaste. All right, Nadia, let's cool it. Pokemon used to do a 4-year release cycle, as did many companies. That's crazy. 4 years? But they also released Diamond, like a trio of games that were like slightly different, right? It wasn't just one game. It was like red, blue, and yellow. Or... This is the ketchup? It is the ketchup. What's up, Cross? How are you? Thank you for coming back onto my stream. It's been a while since I've streamed this game, so I appreciate it. Okay, we finished all of that. The cocktail making. If you did the driving parasailing earlier, we'll see the perfect vacation trophy after you did the activity once. Surely I received that. 2 more connection events.
Well...
Okay.
What's next?
Which one should we do? We can save and watch all of them.
What's next?
Which one should we not do? Maybe this one I don't care about. So we'll do it first. Diamond and Pearl are remakes of the ones that were on the DS. Are they? 4th gen was its own generation. Unless if I'm joshing you. But I feel like Diamond and Pearl were originals, right? The fairy one drops full lore. Okay. Oh, Van always a knower. Should have known. They're pretty sharp. Yeah. Do you want to spar with Van? Leon's like, uh-oh, uh-oh. Sorry? You have nothing to be sorry about, Cross. You're good. We're chilling. It's all good vibes here. Classy. Love that. Honestly, that has Van written all over it. He's just projecting. Sometimes he does that. It's unlucky. I also like my alcohol very sweet and sugary. I do not like the taste of alcohol, and I really need the sugar to hide the bitterness. So I feel that. I also have a big sweet tooth like Van. I love sweet foods. The Switch remakes for the Diamond and Pearl were originally on the DS? Oh, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Have either of you gotten the Switch 2? I feel like I'm not paying that much money for a console that I already have. I've heard the Switch 2 is very underwhelming. Yeah, TBH, I would much rather buy a Steam Deck. It's just so much money. It's like $500. To what? Replay Nintendo DS games? I feel like I can download an emulator. For legal reasons, JK, I'm joshing. Pep it off. I'm waiting a bit. Even, like, I know that you should wait so that way, like, the bugs and shit, but even in, like, you know, a couple years from now, I feel like $500, that's so much money. I could buy a new monitor for that. I could buy a Steam Deck. A really nice Steam Deck. Maybe if they play Xenoblade Chronicles at 60 FPS. B, you're such a sucker for Xenoblade. I just heard it's like kind of annoying and confusing having the Switch and the Switch 2 with like the Steam Deck and which one, I don't know, and like transferring data and like it's kind of buggy and it's a lot of money and you can't even play 3DS games on the Switch 2. or DS-like games, I'm pretty sure. When I went to go into GameStop to ask about it, I'm pretty sure you can't even play DS games. Like, I was considering getting one because I was like, oh, I could play Fire Emblem Conquest. And, like, all of the, you know, DS games I was looking forward to play, like, maybe Pokemon Platinum. But even so, I have the remake of Pokemon Platinum that I'd rather play on my Switch 1. Oh? The lore? Also, that's Wazy, right? Wazy? I'm sorry. It's my favorite Nintendo thing ever. Wazy. Thank you, Fee. I know you love Xenoblade. I still gotta finish Xenoblade. And to be honest, I could make a video off of Xenoblade. I'm not sure if I should. I could also, but I don't know if I should do this because this isn't really my channel style, and I kind of want to stick to similar content that I've been producing, which I know that like Dota 2 and JRPGs are kind of different, but it's still like entertainment gaming content, right? But I was thinking I could just go to the archive and I could just play through all of the main story scenes and then just upload that, so that way people could like just get all of the main story if they wanted, you know? I don't know though. You tell them. Sweet drinks are good. I don't really like the taste. Okay. What's your flavor profile, Fee and Cross? Do you prefer bitter? Do you prefer spicy? I like spicy, sweet, salty, sour. Oh my god, recently, if you guys like sour, you gotta try their... Let me get the photo for you guys. Of a rambunctious delinquent. I kind of get that vibe from Celeste, or Celis. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce any of their names. I kind of get that vibe, though. I can see where that's coming from. Okay. It's called Fruit, or you guess you can't see that. It's, let me see. You can kind of see that, right? It's called Fruit Riot. They're frozen sour grapes. I got them at Target. And they have like a sour coating. It's like the drink mix. Like the drink mix that I put in here. That you like pour in like the drink flavor mix. And they they dry the grapes, roll it in the drink mix, put it in, and like maybe a little bit of sugar, put it in the freezer. Oh my god, they are the most sour, delicious grapes ever. If you like sour, like Warhead sour, like it's very, very, very sour, then you should get those. I would highly recommend them. Sour is my favorite flavor. Sour Patch Kids are my favorite candy ever. You gotta try the grapes, Fee. I'm telling you, it's like amazing. Sweet, bitter, and salty and spicy. Okay. I hate bitter. I do not like bitter. Not my vibe. I'll give it a try. It's insane. Like, I could not... You know the face that you make when you eat, like, a lemon or a lime because it's that sour? Every single grape, I just, like, could not stop making that face because it was so sour. Very delicious, though. And healthy. Also kind of nice because it's hot out. It's been really, like, gross and muggy and hot out, at least where I am, so.
I don't intend to make these little meetups a regular occurrence. But I suppose there's no harm in having a chat from time to time.
You're just a big old softy underneath it all, aren't you, Leon? Anyhow, next time we get together to shoot the shit, we'll make you spill your guts.
I like that voice line. That's very Leon and very Celis. Okay. Let me... How do I... And then let me... Oh. It's Ren! Hi, Shizuna. Hi, Ren. Hi, Miss Butterfly Lady. Hi, Anyas. Hi, Van. Hi, Fairy. Hi, Katra. What's going on? Okay. Now let's do the two that we're going to do.
Planner launched!
We'll save the best for last, because you said Fairy dropped a lot of lore in hers. I mean, I don't think it's that funny that they'd wind up bunking together. Well, he knocked a couple times, to be fair. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I mean, you guys probably spend a lot of time together, but I'd imagine since you're both, you know, starring actresses, you don't really ever need to room together. You probably get, you know, the VIP treatment because both of you are VIPs. Had eggplant parm before? Yes, I have. That's very good. Have you guys had Olive Garden's in unlimited pasta bowl? I've heard you can get as much pasta as you want for like $13, $14, which is a very good deal. I've also seen some TikToks of people like putting pasta in to-go containers so that way they can, you know, get their money's worth or get some bang for their buck. And I've heard that if you know, are good to your waiting staff, generally speaking, it's not a problem, even though it's typically against the rules. Not that you should be entitled and go in there and expect to, you know, expect that they're gonna be okay with it, but who knows? Dog eat dog industry. Is this horror? I don't like horror. Suddenly, Van got an invite to the girls' night? What the heckies? I want an invite to the girls' night. I want to hang out with Nina and Judith. Excuse me. Oh, my friend has been playing through Cold Steel 2 after like 6+ years after beating Cold Steel 1. I'm so happy he's almost finished with it. His favorite character so far is Emma. Okay, love that. But his second favorite right now is Laura because of her final bonding event. Crazy. I feel like Laura is a very underrated member of Class 4. I feel like Laura is not a fan favorite. She's not my favorite. But I do think she's cool. Like, she's very noble. She's very knightly. It's just not really my vibe. I like, you know, I feel like why would you use anyone but Reen and Fee? Because for physical units. And I really like mages, just generally speaking. But Laura's cool. He also likes Fee a lot, but that's a given. I mean, Fee's the best unit in Cold Steel, by far. Oh, it's Judith! It's okay, Van. Accept that you're the third wheel. Just go with it. Accept it. I mean, they're actresses. This is their livelihood, so... I like how they don't give Van a choice. being a butt and said if it wasn't for Emma, Eustace, Milliam, and Fee, he wouldn't be playing it. And I guess now Laura too. Okay. Eustace is cool. He has a lot of character development. Emma is also very cool. She has a lot of story. Milliam is also good. I hope that he plays Cold Steel 3 if he likes Milliam. And obviously 4, but he should really play 3 if he likes Milliam. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you guys want to see Cold Steel 3, watch my playthrough. If you want to know what I'm talking about and you don't want to watch the entire playthrough, watch like the last 3 episodes. That's not the finale. Watch the finale. Don't watch the post game. Which one do you guys want to watch? The Adventures of Rockford or My Casablanca? I'm thinking Judith because she's in our party, although I do really like Nina, and Nina is definitely going to become more significant in the story. I've said that before, but I'm positive. Nina is going to become more significant. She's gotta, like, something's gonna happen to her. You're so evil, Melon. Rockford? Okay. Am I evil? I simply want him to enjoy the character development, you know? 3 is also, like... 3 is probably the best story
I'll be
out of
taking
all
that.
of the Cold Steel
Hand
games.
over the staff. Or would you prefer I put a bullet in this poor girl's head?
No. Please. Don't do it, Rita.
She's assessing herself. You guys are both talented in different ways. I feel like Nina is very damsel in distress, and Judith is very, like, bad bitch. Because she's, you know, Catwoman. She's literally fucking Catwoman. Also, speaking of which, I did not realize Anne Hathaway played Catwoman. I really like Anne Hathaway. But I've never seen Catwoman. I was playing 3 as much, actually. Whoa. Have you finished 3, Cross? How far into that series are you? I feel like if you're playing Daybreak, or I don't know if you're playing Daybreak or if you're just watching me play Daybreak. Either way, I appreciate you always showing up, being a part of my community. I really appreciate those of you that, you know, hang out with me while I play Variety, because that's obviously not my main platform and or what my main type of content. But I really do appreciate and love Variety. I really think he'll like Ash in CS3. It's a character literally made for him. Okay. Is 3 when shit goes down? Yeah, 3 is when shit goes down for him. I don't... Maybe not. Sorry, no spoilers. No spoilers. I'm trying to say and ask without spoiling. Because now that Cross said that he's playing it, I'm not trying to do all that. 3 is when shit starts. Yeah. Okay. I thought so, because 4 is... It makes sense, because it's like 1 and 2 or original class 4, or original class 7, 3 and 4 are new class 7, so it makes sense that 3 is when shit goes down, and then, yeah. You're halfway through. Is this your first playthrough, Cross, of it? What games of the Legends of Heroes have you played, Cross? Okay to be a little bit unprofessional. I will say, some people that I work with sometimes do things that are unprofessional. And by unprofessional, right, it's fine to be unprofessional, but I don't think being rude is a good thing, especially in a work setting where you work closely with people every single day. I think it's important regardless of a situation and how tough it might be and how your feelings are, I think it's important to recognize that your feelings are not as important as the relationship itself or maintaining peace among coworkers. And sometimes my coworkers, some of them are a little bit unprofessional, and by unprofessional I mean rude, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, I don't say it, but I think it. Like, if I hear, not just, like, not specifically just to me, like, just in general, but
I very much enjoyed that.
sometimes
Although
I'm like,
I'm a little embarrassed that you saw me acting so different from how I am in public.
Don't sweat it. I've already dropped the facade around this group a long time ago. Wait. That's not what I meant. Hey, what's with that smug grin?
that's true, you have. We know what's up, Judith. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'm halfway through and it kind of went backwards, okay? I'll be back. I need to eat, okay? Good luck eating. Have fun eating. I hope it's delicious. I hope you make something good. P. Now that cross is gone. I was referring to Ash's big stuff happening in 3. I don't lore drop time. I'm not gonna drop the lore in case if he's still here, but you know what I'm talking about. We're on the same page. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Damn. Tough teacher, tough crowd. I figured that was the case. You knew what's up, Fee. You always know what's up when it comes to these games. Do you remember how far I was in Xenoblade? Like, could I finish Xenoblade in, like, 1 or 2 goes if I was just, like, super motivated? It's been a while since I've been motivated to play that game. I get very unmotivated to play that game. I was also telling you about the lore drop for this Connect event. Okay. Okay, I get her teacher and you just want her to be strong and you're looking out for her, but you're also her brother. Nice. Good guy, Aaron. Oh! Kassam was Van's instructor? What? Was he? No. I didn't know that. Really? Maybe they told us already, but I had no idea. You can finish the next chapter in one go, but the final chapter, knowing it, you will probably take 2, if not 3 streams. So like 4 streams and then I'm done. Ugh. Because the new Xenoblade already dropped, right? Yeah, they told you Kassam taught him a bit. Okay. I didn't realize Kassam was that much stronger than Van. I thought, like, I know Kassam is, like, giga strong and he's, like, a prodigy, but I thought he was, like, around Van's age, and I thought Van was also kind of a prodigy. Because Van can go head-to-head with Direwolf. And, like, Zin. Like, Van's not weak and pathetic, so... Well, the new Xenoblade is a remake you probably wouldn't like. Okay. I also gotta finish Final Fantasy so that way I can play the new Final Fantasy game that got released. Oh my god, there are so many games that I need to play. This game is the top of my priority list. And maybe right now, Claire Obscure is probably higher. I should return back to Final Fantasy. And there's even, what's the other game that I played for a little bit? The Azure, whatever? I don't remember what it's called. I played that like 1 or 2 streams, and then I stopped because I got into Final Fantasy. Yeah, I forgot we were playing Final Fantasy. Yeah, I kind of dropped the game. Because I got put on the Dota kick where I started, like, just pushing a lot of Dota content on my channel. Rebirth is one of my favorite games. Shaking my head. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. I used to love those little firecrackers. The sparklers. We used to always have those for 4th of July. Like, my parents would have like a cookout in our driveway, and the kids would run around with sparklers. Psychoanalyze. Sad. I miss Ashen. Very good metaphor. Yeah, I agree with that. Fairy strength is gonna be much different than Chasm's, but it's gonna get there. You're gonna be big and strong. Don't worry. Yeah. I agree. He had a lot of character development, and you're still young. You can do it, Fairy. You have a lot of good people looking out for you that have your back. Well, he knows what's up. Yeah. That's nice. Good guy, Aaron. See, him and Ash are so similar. They try to be all tough and, like, cool, but they have a soft spot for their friends and the people that are good to them. They're good guys. Also, the lore moment is Fairy's tribe is closely related to the Nord Highlands people, but split up due to differences. Oh, a little Gaius lore? Gaius is probably... I don't know if you would call him underrated, because he just gets overshadowed by so many people in Class 7. But Gaius, I feel like, is probably the most underrated hero character of the old Class 7. And the new Class 7. I feel like all of the new Class 7 people are cool. Like, Yuna is not the best in combat, but... Aw. Cassim and Cal both looking out for their little ones. That's why I was so confused when Cal, like, betrayed them, even though we now know it was, like, a part of a plan. Like, the elders already knew.
I'm
They
sorry
knew
for
it was
making
going
you
up. It
worry,
was
but
for
thanks to you,
the greater
I feel
good
like I'm
or
that
whatever.
much closer to figuring out what my flame should be.
Huh. You know, I think I'm feeling a little better too. Let's all do this again sometime.
But I thought that Cal really liked Aaron. Like, he really backs Aaron. He believes in him. He sees his potential, which I like. They just don't do anything with Gaius is the problem, aside from giving him a stigma to join the Gralsritter. Also, the Nord Highlands sucks. I fucking hate the Nord Highlands, dude. It takes a bajillion years, especially when you're trying to 100% the game. Oh my god, I fucking hate the Nord Highlands, dude. You should skip Celis and Leon's connection event at Moonlight Lake if you don't need to view this connection, even event to fully complete their connection stages. If you want to view the event, you can reload the save after viewing the event. Yeah, that's what I did. Talk to Shannon and Monaco on the ground floor of the second building to receive dumplings. Cassim's like, no comment. Market shares? Stonks. I love stonks. I love talking about stonks. I love learning about stonks. Gotta keep up with inflation, dude. Everything's so goddamn expensive nowadays. Ugh. Not to sound old and grumpy, and I know that I always grouch about how expensive things are, but it's true. Everything has a price, man. That's until he puts down the delectable sweets that he got just for you from a different country. Suddenly, Van's ready to be a part of the interrogation. Oh, all right, you criminals. Blue Blanc, whoa. Yeah, that's a name we have not heard or seen in a while. Nice. Amazing. Anglers.
Something you're looking for in particular? Talk to you later.
Okay. Optional quests. Second building and examine the door to room 301. Walter's room. Cursed. Yeah, we can. We can be a good guy. You sounded like the blubbering type about a minute ago. Yeah. We love Marielle. Time to go to the abandoned church. There are bigger fish we gotta fry right now, but for the SP, we'll go Townsend. Yeah, let's not jump to conclusions here. Let's not get our panties in a twist. Well, this is not the place or the time to take a proper vacation here. You're literally rooming with Direwolf. If you don't want trouble, like, this is not the place to be. Yeah. Photo of a phantom. Some sort of white blur appeared behind the former CEO Townsend in a picture. Seems like it's really freaking him out, so we should probably take a look into it. Client Townsend. Yeah, we gotta pay. We gotta get paid. Good guy Van. We literally have the most terrifying warriors in all of Calvard in one place. Not a place to try to piss people off. That's what I'm saying, Fee. Like, do you not see the people on this island? You used to be the CEO. Like, I'm sure you know some of the people at least. You might not know all of them, but I'm sure you know of a lot of the people here. A lot of bigwigs here. If you're scared of a little ghost, I don't think this is the place for you. At least not right now.
Okay, time to get to work.
Okay. So let's go to the first building.
Got a question for you.
No matter how disruptive. That was a little bit uncalled for, Leon. Okay. Not helping, Leon. I mean, helpful, but not really helpful because we're just trying to put this guy at ease, right? And he's obviously not equipped to handle this news. So, like, I get you're being helpful because you're giving us the truth, but don't need to tell him all of that, you know?
Let me ask you something.
That's still spooky knowing that there's a wild animal that big. Sounds like an extermination request waiting to happen. Okay, let's go to the balcony.
Let me ask you something.
True. Yeah. Thank you so much, Shizuna. Ex-CEO. Well, this guy is like a walking bad vibe. So, better change the toot of yours, Mr. Ex-CEO. At least she wasn't as foreboding towards him.
Let me ask you something.
Hello, Marielle. We need your help. Yeah. It's not your fault that that happened to be in the photo. I mean, she's quite lucky. Her luck stat has to be through the fucking roof. Thank you so much. Okay. That's true. Cassim, the Ghostbuster. Who do you call? Ghostbusters! Ghost Cassim! I don't actually know the song because I didn't watch Ghostbusters because I'm too young to be into that show because it was before my time, but I've heard the song before, the who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Who you gonna call? Jaeger Cassim! Did you like my remix? Ghostbusters was overhyped anyways. Wasn't the guy who did Ghostbusters like super racist? Or was that Duck Dynasty? I don't know, some old show. There was some bearded guy who was like not a good guy. It like he got outed as like a very not good guy.
I'm getting a reading. You should investigate the area.
Imagine being an old white man and being racist. Yeah, imagine. Never heard of such a thing. A test of courage. Would not recommend doing that. Medallion? The goddess in the sky. Is that Adios herself? Okay, Cassim. True. Also, we're kind of a professional or whatever. Hello, Marielle. Small around tracks. The abandoned lighter and the cracked medallion. Definitely the first one, the small round tracks. Yep. Oh my god, I would love to fight a Shining Palm. I would love to get that good money and XP. Although, TBH, I don't really need it because I've been grinding in the garden. So. Would it be that dangerous? It's just a Shining Palm. Like, it's more scared of you than you are of it. Although people say that about, like, snakes and bears and wildlife, and I don't know, I'd be shaking in my boots. Welcome back, Cross. Just in time to fight this Shining Palm.
I'll take you on. You'll pay for that.
Activating skill.
Brace yourself.
Good night, good night, P. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
We're done.
Boost gauge
Strike.
limiter unlocked.
This one's yours, Homestead. Now, be gone.
Not in.
My move now.
Full boost. Go all out.
I will watch your six.
Don't stop now. Not getting away.
Blast off. Like hell you are.
Breathe your
This one's yours, Homestead.
I'm on. Strike. Chance. Don't stop now, man.
Take that.
And unwind.
Have some more.
Low health. Give them your all.
Brace yourself.
Vandalize. Raid.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
This one's yours, Homestead.
Burn from within.
Whoa.
Low health.
Oh, I thought that was
Are you okay? Full boost. Go all out.
There.
Ooh, that did not do.
Strike. This one's yours, Homestead.
I'm on. Strike.
Strike.
Enemy down.
This one's yours, Homestead.
I'm on. Strike.
Did that proc the double attack? No, it didn't. Because I wasn't controlling him. Unlucky. Amazing. Oh, I need to do the Marchand Garden before I progress with the story. Oh, I don't want to do the garden. I might be able to speedrun it. That's the only thing I have to do left. That's the only thing that's left to do, actually. Nice. I'm glad you recognize it's not Marielle's fault. Because we would have a problem if you had a problem with my girl Marielle. That's true. Direwolf's always down for a good fight. Speaking of antagonists, those guys are definitely the antagonists. His blue hair reminds me of, I don't remember his name.
That takes care of that.
The crazy guy.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
That had blue hair. And Daybreak 1. I don't remember his name. It's a shame.
Hello there. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the garden. Can I rest here?
What can I get for you? If you need anything else, I'll be right here.
Yeah, I'll see what's up in the Marchen garden. Oh, Ren?
So, this is the Märchengarten.
Märchen.
I've stumbled upon it before, but my various attempts to breach its defenses came up short. Well, anyway, I'm glad you decided to bring me along.
It's crazy that Ren couldn't breach its defenses. That's true. She's always busy. She is a busy, busy bee. The student council president.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered. Charging now and there. Hang in there.
Okay. Let's do this. Speed run this shit.
Time to start sniffing around.
Normally, I would care about.
Watch it.
100%
That
it.
one's
I
big.
don't-
This will make a good warm-up. You got a charge attack ready.
Slice you down.
You better be careful with this one.
Slice you down. Tear down. We've got the upper hand.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Keep it up, it's working.
Engaging skill.
You, other blade lady.
Try and see through this. Yeah. Up to you.
Fine. Oh, this.
Cut down my enemy. Go, Nadia.
Certain arts seem to work
Going
better.
all in.
Activating skill.
Here we go. Go to town, Van. Attack their weakness with an art. Keep it up, it's working.
Engaging skill.
Now then, let's
Let's do My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
There! Behold! Zero's gleam!
Boost
Make
gauge
it count,
upgraded.
man! Now!
We're done! Nice! That went great.
You nailed it, Van. Slice and jump! Let's crash this party.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Let's finish this now. Cut you up. Come forth. There. Cut you up. You're down. If we act now, we can win. We've got the upper hand.
Oh, you, other blade lady!
Zeroth form. Duality. I'll put an end to this.
Okie dokie. Oh,
Oh, all
Goodies
in a
for the
day's
taking.
Hey, leave some for the rest of us, Shizuna.
this could get tricky. Here goes.
Watch out for
Here
ranged
we
attacks.
go. We need to be cautious.
I'll take over.
Let's go. Slicing down.
Boost gauge level maximum.
Oh, no, 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 no.
We need to be cautious.
Slicing down. They're down.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
Up to you.
Engaging.
They flinched.
Boost gauge upgraded.
Chance!
I like where this is headed.
Attack their weakness with an art. We've got this in the bag. Give them your all.
Exo, you're crushed! Go get him, Nadia!
Certain arts seem to work
Don't
better.
hold anything back.
Certain arts seem to work
Pull out all
better.
the stops!
Activating
Nadia.
skill.
For you. Keep it up.
Understood.
You got this, Aggie. There. I'll exploit that.
Deploying shield.
Got your number?
Now we're talking. Time to push through.
Going all in!
Engaging skill.
Have some more!
Let's go, Agnes.
Certain arts will be
Have
more
some more.
effective.
We're
Activating
done.
skill.
Nice.
It should be safe for now.
There's
First
more.
class job, Aggie. But I'm tired.
Looks like the gang's all here. Watch it. That one's big. Let's get to work.
Oh, maybe we could take on all of these.
Should we take our time here?
You've got a charge attack ready.
You up. Slicing down.
You aggro me?
We need to be cautious.
Slicing down. They flinched.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
So many enemies.
Now we're talking.
Engaging. Boost gauge upgraded.
Chance!
Give them your... Boost gauge
All you,
limiter
Agnes.
unlocked.
Going all in!
Activating drive.
Let's go, Agnes.
Activating skill.
Chance!
It's go time!
Activate
Take that! They're down! Like hell you are!
Too bad.
Activating drive.
Go get him, Nadia!
Now we're talking. Time to push through. Keep it up. It's working.
Engaging skill.
Have some more!
Let's go, Agnes.
Certain arts will be more
We
effective.
got this in the bag.
Activating
There.
skill.
Have some extra. Yeah, right.
Too bad. Our time to shine.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Now we're talking.
Focus unleashed. Engaging skill.
Have some more!
Engaging
We're
skill.
done.
Amazing.
That's how it goes.
Amazing.
One step closer to reaching my peak.
I did it. I'm just gonna keep growing and growing.
This could get tricky. Release. This'll make her a good warm-up.
Here goes. Guess who's back?
Let's go.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
Surely this is the last one that we have to do. Nice. This last one.
Let's take 5.
Honestly, I'm gonna save my game. I'm over it. I'm gonna end my stream, guys. I'll take care of the garden off stream, and then I will see you guys later to continue on to the main story. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream, but I've been really itching to play this game because I've been so into, you know, Dota and Claire Obscure. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. Good night. Goodbye.